Hello, I'm David Noel. Welcome to this Occhi interview in collaboration with Phoenix FTA. This forms part of a series of interviews with artists featured on our COP26 Together for Our Planet online exhibition and publication. And today we're joined by Cody Norton, creator of the work Trophy of Our Consequences. Thank you, Cody, for joining us.
No, thank you.
And thank you for participating in the exhibition and publication. A few short questions. The first one being, how were you introduced to art?
Oh gosh, so I was introduced to art at a very young age. My uncle was actually an art professor, and I've always been interested in art, but he's the one that really got me kickstarted into wanting to pursue it and really pushing me to pursue it, as well as my family. In particular, my grandma as well was just, go for this. If it's something you really want to do, just shoot for it and see what happens. So at an early age, I was really wrapped into that, and just continuously pushed through it through primary school, secondary school, and then now into university.
Great. What was the sort of emotional drive in you becoming an artist? Was there any particular trigger that you couldn't resist in terms of motivating you to use this as a method of self-expression and a method of creativity?
Yeah, I think just the creativity side of it, and just growing up in a very small rural town, that was really my outlet to express who I was and to figure out what I'm going through as a kid, and as I get into adulthood, of who I really am and what I want to represent myself as. And art really helped me push me through that. So yeah, art was always something a part of my life, and I just have been pushing it more and more and more as
we go. Okay, cool. And with regards to the exhibition and publication, what encouraged you to participate in the show?
Well, when I found the call for this publication, for this exhibition, my artwork really already aligned with this kind of work, and I was already really invested in what was going to be happening at the COP26 conference. And since my work really revolves around more of environmental-based work and advocating for our native ecosystems here in the States, it was just not a question at all to submit this exhibition.
Okay, cool. And regards your work and then the piece itself, Trophy of Our Consequences, can you tell us more about that and what did you feel when you were producing it?
Yeah, with this piece in particular, it's discussing how agriculture practices here have really amped up their aggressive pesticides in the crops, which directly affect deer populations here in these states, creating these deer warts, which is a natural occurring disease, but it's amplified through pesticides. So I really wanted to emphasize that this is happening everywhere right now. No one's really discussing this issue that's occurring in the States. So I wanted to make work to reflect what is happening with this disease and the pesticides influencing this disease to amplify. So while making this work, I just really wanted to push to the public, this is happening in our native ecosystems due to our cause and effect, due to our agricultural practices. So I hoped with this piece that I would raise awareness for the harsh pesticides that are being introduced to our crops. And if it's directly affecting these deer populations, how is it affecting us as people as well? And with my work in particular, I'm really trying to advocate for species and native ecosystems here in the United States to be able to advocate for what is being lost and what we are doing to destroy our ecosystems here.
So now that we're post COP26, what do you see as the direction of your practice, and how will this work or this series of work impact your practice moving forward?
Moving forward, I'm still definitely on that trajectory of really discussing our native ecosystems. And in particular, right now, I'm collecting unwanted and discarded taxidermy to show the immense waste that occurs in hunting culture here in the United States. And along with that, also still discussing environmental issues like deer warts, like zebra mussels, any invasive species that are being purposely brought into the United States as destroying our native ecosystems. So moving forward post this exhibition, I hope to keep flourishing with that kind of practice and with that kind of environmental.
Would you say the COP26 has made any difference in terms of the public's view?
I think for the American public, it's still really touchy. As you may know, here in the US, a lot of people are against climate change and that it's happening, that it's truly occurring. We're starting to see those drastic effects happen. Especially right here in Colorado, we just had the most destructive wildfire in the state's history just 2 weeks ago, just here in Boulder County. And I think people are really trying to show that this is very important to us. COP26 should have been very looked over and very important to the public in general. And I think with making work that discusses this, it helps push that conversation more and more, especially for citizens here in the US that don't believe in it. And a way I've been seeing that is once I've been starting to and put them in galleries and show people, they go and research and grasp these ideas that, this is truly happening. This is truly starting to affect us. Maybe we should start paying attention, especially to these conferences like COP26, and really start seeing what people are saying, the scientists, politicians, what are they saying that we should be listening to, and really trying to take action towards more advocacy for climate change, that it is occurring.
Thank you for that. And thank you for your participation in the show and publication. So,
absolutely, and thank you so much for letting me be involved with this.
Great, no, it's our pleasure.
For further information on the COP26 Together for Our Planet exhibition and publication, visit occhicontemporary.art or phoenixfta.com.